Good morning, Hank. It's Tuesday. About 8 years ago, I started working on a novel about fame and trauma and how we love our way through them. And today, I finally get to show you the cover. This is not the cover. This is the portable Dorothy Parker. There's actually no physical cover for the book yet, but there is a JPEG that I can show you. First, however, I want to talk a little bit about the book. It has two narrators, Kai and Juniper, the 20-something co-stars of a new movie about the last year of Andy Warhol's life called Andy Warhol Never Gets Old. And as the movie starts to blow up, their lives also start to blow up in ways that are thrilling, but also really, really difficult. Now, I don't know what it is like to be the 22-year-old star of a movie, but I do know something about that. Like, I don't know what it's like to be a movie star because, you know, they cut my cameo out of The Fault in Our Stars because I'm such a bad actor, but I do know something about the like fame content creation machine that takes human experience and crafts it into content, which is then crafted into movie tickets. So I spent the last 8 years off and on trying to find my way through this novel, and finally I have, and I'm so excited about it. Hollywood Ending has been a hell of a journey for me. It's taught me not just about acting and Warhol, but also about how to love and why. And it's reminded me of what happens when the trust and love children put in the world is misused by those tasked with caring for children. All right, on to the cover. Now, a book cover is a weird work of art because it is supposed to be beautiful, but it is also supposed to be effective, right? Like, it is made to stand out in a sea of other book covers that are also made to stand out. Also, of course, the book cover needs to say something about the book you're reading, and hopefully something that gets richer and more interesting as you read the book. So it's an advertisement and a work of art and a collaboration with a text, all of which is very Hollywood Ending-y, come to think of it. Hank, in general, I've been very lucky in the cover department. Like, back in the 2010s, the cover for The Fault in Our Stars became somewhat iconic. I think the covers for both of my nonfiction books have been extraordinary, but I have never felt luckier when it comes to covers than I do with Hollywood Ending. It references Warhol's 1973 Sunset series and also the Warholian theme of repetition, which is a big deal in the book. Also, of course, this says something about our two narrators who are looking at the same set of experiences through very different eyes. I also love how Hollywood is sinking into the horizon line, and I love the colors, and in general, I am just extremely grateful to Cassie Vu for making an extraordinary book cover. Sometimes it takes a very long time to get a cover everyone is happy with, but this was basically the first thing I saw, and I was just like, yeah, that one. Now, of course, the other thing about a book cover is that for the author, it's the first work of art made in response to your work of art, which in my experience anyway, is literally the coolest thing that can happen to you as an author, is to have someone else make a work that is partly inspired by yours. I've never understood authors who are opposed to fan art or fan fiction because it's the coolest thing that can happen, so like, how can you be opposed to it? What could be cooler than someone caring enough about your characters to bring them to new life? That is the awesomest. Anyway, as a first work of art made in response to my work of art, I think this cover is just awesome, even in ways that don't make sense until you've read the book. Like, both literally and figuratively, this cover contains the book, and I'm just really excited about it. The book is called Hollywood Ending. It comes out on September 22nd. Signed copies are available for pre-order now at hollywoodendingbook.com. All right, there, I did my promo. In other news, Hank, the Vlogbrothers sponsorship program has opened for applications. A portion of the advertising money generated by these stupid YouTube videos goes to support educational video online. Like, past recipients of Vlogbrothers grants include This Glorious Clockworks and Kurzgesagt and many other awesome online video projects. So you should apply or have people you watch apply. There is a link in the doobly-doo. In other news, the World Cup podcast I make with my friends from high school, The Away End, was just featured on This American Life, and I have to tell you, Hank, that making your This American Life debut at the age of 48 feels so good! When I was 25 and recording commentaries for WBEZ, I would sometimes look at the This American Life people as they walked past the studio at WBEZ and be like, oh, I wish I were you, you're so cool. Well, now I'm cool too! It's been a great World Cup so far, and I, for one, especially enjoyed the US game against Paraguay. Hank, I hope you like the cover, and also I hope you like the book. I'll see you on Friday.